All right, Inebriation again.
Hey, what's going on?
We got another short one for you. We're
Sure.
gonna have a few short ones this week.
Yeah.
Leading up to the Great Beer Expo on the first.
We're doing a lot of interviews, so we got to plug in interviews, and we'll just talk around them a little bit. So a lot of short episodes, not our normal, ranting and raving drunkenness that you're used to. This is we're trying to be more professional this week.
That's right. We want people to want to come back on the show.
Yes.
And hopefully these folks at the Great Beer Expo have us back again.
Yeah. I think they will.
All right.
I mean, we're plugging the hell out of them, man.
So, just speaking of the Great Beer Expo, it's on February 1st. It's Secaucus, New Jersey, the Meadowlands Expo Center.
That is Super Bowl Saturday.
That's right.
For you football fans.
And you don't want to watch that damn Super Bowl anyway.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it's not the Patriots, but, it's not the greatest matchup for us Raider fans.
Now.
So, what we're hoping for is some sort of fucking tsunami to fucking whack fucking Miami.
That's right. So, anyway, you're listening to Inebrination, as always, on the Crow's Nest Podcast Network, home of
Podcast.
The Crow's Nest Podcast.
East Coast Nation.
Ladies of Darkness.
Put on waivers.
Blackout.
No Ledge.
And soon to be. The Fan Club Blitz.
Bringing those knuckleheads into the fold. Man.
That's right. And so look for that soon. We don't know when, but we'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Inebrination going on.
Yeah. This is taking up a lot of our time right here.
But we got a nice little show for you today. We've got a couple interviews lined up.
Sure.
A couple interviews that are already recorded that we're going to drop right in here for your listening pleasure.
Yes.
Great stuff, man. For City Brewing in Orange. Orange, New Jersey, located steps away from the Orange train station.
Yes.
And you're going to get all that information in the interview. Really, really cool stuff. They, I think they've been open for, what did he say, 5 months?
Yeah, 5 months.
So they are a baby in the New Jersey craft brewing world, but they've they're open and doing their thing, man.
Sure.
So all you Seton Hall kids,
all you Seton Hall, Montclair kids, man, get down to the brewery, man.
Get down there and check them out.
Spend your parents' money on local businesses.
That's right, and they offer a diverse range of beers representing the diversity of the oranges.
Yes,
and all cool, total like Inebrination style. We love that shit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna plug that in, and you'll get to hear from them. And we also have an interview with 902 Brewing.
902 Brewing.
Where are they? Hoboken or Jersey City?
I think Jersey City. Yeah,
he's from Hoboken.
Yeah, he's from Hoboken, Jersey City. 902, I guess, is his house.
Original address.
He
says it on the interview. You'll hear about it, and so we'll have that. And we'll break in between and do our normal stuff. We'll keep it short and sweet. But before we get into any of that shit, Tom, what are we drinking?
We are drinking Flying Monkeys.
Who are going to be at the Great Beer Expo.
Flying Monkeys are going to be there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We are drinking their Freak Show Crush.
Which is
it just says strong beer. Here we go. Freak Show Crush Hazy IPA.
And it is hazy?
Yes, it is.
It's an IPA. It's got that nice grapefruit peel kind of flavor in there. Very good beer.
Yes. And while you drink this beer, you have a lot to read too. So the can is full of all kinds of weird quotes and shit. So it's pretty cool. I dig the shit.
And it's unfortunately, it's not one of those ones I can take the label off of. So that's a little disappointing. I got to reach out to Flying Monkey for some labels.
Yeah.
Hey, all you breweries, Splatterhead collects beer labels.
Yeah, Splatterhead collects beer labels. Just send them your labels.
Yeah, reach out.
Yes.
It says it's a strong beer, but it
only weighs in at 6.3. So
that's strong to some people.
Well, there's the Canadians that they label beer like that as strong beer.
Well, the Canadians also measure theirs by weight, not by volume.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know how it's sold here, but
Yeah.
It is Canadian, so that's
Yes.
ABV. All right.
Because I know I
don't know what
remember the
I'm talking
Molson
about.
Triple X used to say strong beer.
Right.
You
Right.
know? And Pabst makes their version. They make a strong beer. That's exactly what it's called, and they sell it in Canada. And it's
Well,
like
that's
6.9.
It's probably some kind of legal thing in
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, in
So,
Canada.
where the Canadians live. So anyway, we're drinking that, and we'll plug in an interview, and we'll come
Talk to you in a
back
few.
and talk to you in a few.
All right. Splatterhead and Grovey here from
Inebriation.
Nation, and we have Jeff from representing the Oranges, man, of New Jersey.
That's right.
We have Jeff with Four Cities. Was it Four Cities Brewing?
Four City Brewing.
Four City Brewing. All right, cool.
That's right.
Awesome. How long you guys been around?
So the 24th of this month, January, will be our 5th month in operation. So we are babies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome,
yeah.
man. We talked. We mentioned it on our show that you guys were a newer brewery, so we're really looking forward to getting getting to the brewery and sampling, but also trying out some of your stuff at the Great New Jersey Beer Expo.
Yeah, we're excited to be over there this year. Beer festivals, we've only done 2 so far since we've been open, and it's sort of exciting getting around the world and like meeting people and talking to them and introducing them to the brewery for the first time and seeing the reactions at a beer festival over our beers is kind of cool. So especially coming from a home brewing background. My friends would come over to my house and, I don't know if they were blowing smoke up my ass if the beer was good or not, but they drank the beer and said it was great and, and enjoyed it. But it's great when you get it out there to people that don't know you and you get good reactions from them. So.
Yeah, we know all about that.
Yeah, we're home brewers too, so we feel that, man. We like to give our beers to people that don't know us because you get a little bit more of an honest answer.
We made one that tasted like an old boot, and people were still telling us it tasted right.
No,
go ahead, man.
No, I was going to say one of the things that we did before we were open, 2 years before we were open, when we just started the process of trying to raise money and everything. So we threw a party at my house and we invited all these people over. We invited, friends and family, and we actually some other friends that were friends with one of the owners of our. We had another guy that was Brooklyn Brewing. So we invited all these people over. We had different beers at each station, and we told everybody one of the beers at the station is ours. 2 of them are from other breweries that we really. So we let people loose a little mini beer festival in my house, and it was kind of cool. So at the end of the night, we asked everybody, okay, you got to guess which beer station 1 was ours, and they're like, oh, number 2, number 3, everybody's guessing, and we would say, that's great, but they were all ours. And then, so, every beer at every station was actually ours. So,
nice.
It was kind of good. So that was really good to get unbiased opinions, because we also gave them these anonymous rating cards, so they were able to rate the beers and, really see what people thought of it. So it was good.
Nice. Yeah, that's actually a cool idea, man.
Yeah.
I dig that. So what tell us about your beers, man. Like what do you guys got going on?
So we have a lot of stuff going on here. We're big fans. We're not only do we own a brewery, but we're also big fans of we're Trilliums and the Bissell Brothers and Three Houses and the Hill Farmsteads and McCain and all these other breweries. And we're big fans of all these other places. So we're trying our best to be like them, but also a little more diverse than some of them. So, I don't know the last time you've been to Oranges, but Orange is a pretty diverse, the Oranges are a pretty diverse, set of towns. And me and my 2 business partners are brewery owners. And our beers, we have beers from, your standard hazy New England IPAs. We've got 2 sours on tap right now. We've got, a cream ale that I've been brewing for years that's on tap. So there's our beer. Oh yeah. So, like I was saying though, we're influenced by so many of the other, breweries around the, even not just the Northeast, but, the United States. And so the oranges, I don't know, like I say, I don't know if you've ever heard me saying this part, but the oranges are a very diverse set of towns.
Absolutely.
And so we want, and me and my 2 partners are also very diverse. 2 guys that grew up, here in Essex County in the Oranges. I grew up out in Pennsylvania. We've got, my partner Roger is of Haitian descent. Anthony is, Italian American descent. I'm a mutt from Pennsylvania. So we want to represent everything in our brewery beer wise. So yeah, we have the hazy IPAs, the juicy IPAs. We've got sours, we've got malty beers. And that's what our tap list looks like. It represents kind of a very diverse, smattering of beers, I guess you could say. And that's what we want. We want people of, diverse cultures and everything to be able to come in here. And we want people of different diverse beer tastes to be able to come in here and find something that they like.
Nice.
You get a lot of kids from the hall?
It's funny. We don't. I'm surprised at and I think it's also just that we're so new. So like our name isn't out there that widely, that wide yet. So we've had a few Seton Hall kids come in, a few Montclair State people, but not that many. I'm surprised. So I just think that they haven't discovered us yet. So
yeah, my daughter graduated from Seton Hall last year, and I was like, "Man, now you're there. That always gives me an excuse to go down and see you."
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're probably 2 miles from Seton Hall, so really close.
Nice. Yeah, you guys are like steps away from the train station there, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it's probably, I don't know, 50 steps across from our front door to the train terminal. It's really close.
Right.
We're right there. Yeah.
Nice. And, man, I lost my train of thought. What's going on here?
I don't know.
It's like we're doing an inebriation show.
Yeah, I know.
We just lose ourselves. I know where I'm going. So you've got a tasting room, right? And when's that open?
We're open Thursdays and Fridays 4 to 10, Saturdays noon to 10, and Sundays noon to 6. Kind of your standard New Jersey tasting room hours.
And then you guys are in there in the background working all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah. One of the things that we did that we felt, we needed to do when we opened up is there was a lot of hype around us opening because we've been at it for so long and, raising money and then trying to find the right space and everything. So I think, there was a lot of expectation for us to have good beer on day one, and we didn't want to compromise that and be, like some breweries open up and, they open up like a new brewery and they're like, yeah, it's beer. It's okay. There's room to get better. We wanted to come out of the gate really strong. So, we ended up making the decision to hire a head brewer before we opened who's brewed on a big scale before and has that experience. So, we hired a guy by the name of Joe Vitale, and he is phenomenal, and he's knocking it out of the park for us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And is he working with, you guys are collaborating on recipes or basically, coming up with ideas and then he's rolling with it, or how's that work?
So when we opened up with 5 beers on tap on day one, and all 5 of those recipes were split between myself and my partner Anthony. They were our recipes that we've been brewing for years, and and that's how we were coming out the gate. We've been working at this. We're going to start with our stuff. And Joe brewed them, and they were phenomenal. They were getting amazing ratings on Untapped and here in person. So we basically said once he proved himself that he knows what he's doing and really can brew, we were like, have at it, dude. Whatever you want. So he's been now since September, he's been brewing a ton of his own stuff and, killing it with his recipes.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's a good path to take, man. Like, because it's a whole different ball game, right? Like going from whatever your homebrew setup is, and then to go into a commercial brewery. It's always a kind of a good idea when I see breweries open up, and then they hire a head brewer that's got experience. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was definitely the best move I think we made. Out of all the decisions we made during the opening and build out and everything, it was definitely in the top 2 of best ideas to hire somebody that knows what they're doing on this size of equipment. So,
well, I've heard that from several brewers. Several breweries that opened. They said the same thing. That was the number one best thing they did.
Yeah,
to hire a head brewer.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, financially, it's not as great because now you've got this salary that you're paying right out of the gate before you're making any money and everything. But I think in the long run, it's gonna come back and pay off, tenfold to us. So.
Sure.
Yeah, and then plus you guys get to learn a lot too. It's not.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Every day that I'm in here and and he's brewing or doing something, I learn something new stuff that they don't even have in brewing books. Like, why are you doing that to the tank? He's like, I don't know. I learned it at one of my other breweries that I worked at, and that's what they did, and it works out. And just that kind of tricks of the trade kind of stuff that nobody tells you. So it's kind of cool.
Nice. So outside of the brewery, you said you've done a couple of expos, and then we're actually media partners with the Great Beer Expo here at the Meadowlands coming up. And so what are you guys unveiling at the Great Beer Expo for people to sample?
So I think we're bringing over our flagship IPA. It's called Hedison's Phonograph, and it's named after. So I don't know if you're familiar with West Orange. Thomas Edison had his laboratory here and his house. He lived in Llewellyn Park, which is right here.
Yeah.
And so we're also, all 3 of us are also musicians. And my partner Anthony, that's a beer that he has been brewing for years. And it's a New England style, hazy, juicy, thick mouthfeel IPA. And it's a really great recipe that he came up with. So we're gonna bring that one, and I'm not sure what else we're bringing. And the cool thing about the Hedison one is so that it's again the play on Thomas Edison. With Hedison, he invented the phonograph. So as the phonograph rotates around, so do the hops in the series. So every time we brew it with a different hop.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we started off in volume 1 was Mosaic. Then we did, I think, Cascade. We've done Mandarina Bavaria. Next week, I think we're kegging it. Next week is volume 6. Volume 6 is coming out next week, and it's going to be an all Nelson hop, which is great. It's tasting phenomenal already out of the tank. So I can't wait for it to be done.
Nice. Well, we can't wait to taste it.
Yeah.
Who's all gonna be on hand at the expo? Are you gonna be there?
So, yeah, I'm gonna come over earlier in the day and get things set up. I tend to be the technical guru of a lot of stuff here. My background is in IT, and I like to tinker with stuff. I build stuff. Everybody comes in and sees the tables that we have in the brewery here, that in the tap room, and I don't know, there's like 6, 7, 8, 9 tables, something like that. And everybody's like, wow, these tables are great. Where'd you get them? I'm like, I made them. So, so I like to, build stuff and put stuff together. So I'll be putting the tap system together over there, our jockey box and all the CO2 and regulators and all that kind of shit that we have to have on hand for it. So I'll be there early to set up, probably stick around for the first session or so. And then I'm going to come back to the tap room and manage things here, and we'll probably trade off. One of my other partners will come over there for the afternoon session.
Right on. Well, you guys will have a blast, man. We did this festival last year, and it was awesome, man. A lot of great beers, a lot of great people, good crowd. We had a good time.
It's interesting. I'm so into beer, but I also don't know a lot about the beer culture, especially in New Jersey. Like I'll go visit breweries. I've traveled around the country and visit breweries. But I just learned about this festival like not too long ago, which is kind of crazy. So it's sort of neat for me going into it, not knowing much about it. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, man. You'll have a good time, meet a lot of good people, and and of course we'll be by.
Yeah,
we hit up everybody
nice.
at the expo.
Since we already talked to you, we'll probably be hammered when we see you.
Yeah,
sweet.
Yeah. Well, we're there for both sessions, so you might be safe if you're only there for session 1. We'll probably be well behaved, but by session 2, all bets are off, man. It's amazing what 152-ounce pours will do to somebody.
I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I've done it myself. Last year I went down to the Atlantic City Beer Festival. Me and a friend of mine went down there. Oh my God. We weren't licensed yet, so we didn't have our brewing license. So I just went down as a spectator to, kind of scope it out. But the year before I went down, the homebrew shop that I used to buy all my stuff from, it's called Love to Brew. They're down in North Brunswick, I believe. And they invited me down as a home brewer to brew up a beer and come down and pour it under their name. So I went down 2 years ago to do that. And my business partner, Anthony, came down and he tied a good one on, man. He ended up dropping his phone in the porta potty toilet. And
nice.
Yeah, it was, he was in rare form that day. It was great.
Yeah. The worst we did was one of us lost our keys.
Yeah.
But, it was.
Oh shit.
And they weren't in the porta potty.
No.
But yeah, it'll be a good time, man, and we're looking forward to cruising by and hanging out, introducing ourselves. We'll give you some stickers and business cards and whatnot. And
that'd be great.
We can't wait to actually make it to the brewery, man. We're gonna have to do that, and maybe we'll set up a show. Maybe we'll set up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Absolutely. We've had another podcast just came in here a couple weeks ago and did one and interviewed all of us, and it was kind of fun. So yeah, by all means, you're more than welcome to come down, shoot me. Make sure you get in touch with me when you do. So I'm here, to give you guys the grand tour and everything.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, we won't just show up like gorillas. We'll let you know ahead of time.
That's what I do when I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
Here, I got something. What distribution are you?
Yes.
Are you? How far out are you in that? Where else has your beer? Any canning and stuff going on?
Yeah, we have a bunch of kegs out now. We're probably, I think we've got about 10 tap accounts that we're servicing right now. We wanted to take our time and not go out the gate hard with that. Not having done it before, we didn't want to screw that up either. Because there's lots of other stuff that we've screwed up since we've opened.
Yeah.
So we want to dip our toes in the water. So there's like 10 places. Most of them are fairly close to us here in Essex County. There's some in like Maplewood. We're over in the good one, the big one that we got was Cloverleaf over in Caldwell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been in that place.
They're pretty heavy hitters in the craft beer world, and have a great tap list, and So they've got a beer on tap over there of ours. And yeah, a few other places around here in Essex County area.
Nice.
So, yep.
Right on. Very cool.
Yeah.
And then just before we end everything, man, make sure shout out the address and let people know how to find you.
Absolutely.
Online, anywhere.
Yeah. So online, we're on social media. We're on Facebook at 4 City Brewing. Same on Instagram, 4 City Brewing on Instagram, and it's the 4 spelled out FOUR. And the address, we're in Orange at 55 South Essex Avenue. Parking is actually pretty good. The train station is right here, and anybody can park in the train station after 4 o'clock. They don't bug you for permits or anything like that. So if you see a permit spot or a paid spot after 4 p.m. and on the weekends, it's all fair game to park in there. Or we're on the Morrison Essex line out of New York City and coming from the west. I think you could take it right out of, was it Dover or Boonton out there, and come right down on the train.
Dover, Morristown.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the Morristown line there that comes right past us here. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to get to, and like every other Jersey brewery, we can't serve food, but we've got some fun, nice local restaurants here. Wait, one of you guys likes your the Mexican dish. What the heck was it? Tamales. Which one of you likes the tamales?
Both of them.
Excellent. So yeah, I've listened. I know my stuff. So
all right, that's
so
awesome.
Yeah. So
you listened and still wanted to come on.
That's right. So yeah, so Orange is great. Has some great Mexican restaurants, and so there's a place like you could walk 50 feet from here. There's a really authentic Mexican place there. Great pizza in the area. So yeah, lots of options for bringing food in or having it delivered. And the tap room is big, so lots of room for everybody.
Nice. Well, when we come by, we're definitely taking the train from Dover.
Yeah.
We're going to come in and drink quite a few of your beers, and we'll chow down a few of those tamales to absorb.
Excellent.
All right, cool, man. You got anything else you want to say before we let you go?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm sitting here, I'm stressed out right now because it's year end, so it's like all the tax stuff and financials that's going through my head. So this was a nice break to not think about that stuff for a little bit.
Cool. Right on. Well,
yeah.
We're gonna, we've got, and we're jammed up with interviews because everybody at the expo wants to be on the show. And
oh, nice.
So I'll let you know which episode this one makes it into. It's going to be soon because they're all coming out before the expo. And I'll let you know when you're on, and we'll send you the link and just share away, man.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful.
And we'll go from there, man. It was great talking to you. And
excellent. You guys too.
We'll let you go back to your tax headaches and
right. Oh my God.
Financials. And
we're
gonna go back to drinking beer.
I think I'm gonna have to do the same while I'm doing that.
Yeah, well, I would if I were you, but I'm not recommending anybody does what I do.
Awesome.
Right,
thank you guys so much.
Thanks a lot,
thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, sounds good. Bye.
Okay, we're back.
Hey, we're back.
That was our interview with Jeff from 4 City.
From 4 Cities Brewing, Orange, New Jersey. Fucking right by the train station.
Yeah. Check them out, man. Yeah. New brewery, man. And so, you got to support these guys, man. Got to get out there and show your support for the guys that are just getting into the industry,
Yes.
Hopefully me and Groby will be doing that
hopefully supply me and Splatterhead be supporting us one day.
So But we definitely wanted to have them on and show our support for the new kids on the block.
Yeah, hit them up on their social media. Give them likes. Share their stuff. Interact with them on their social media. These freaking guys love it. Helps them out in the long run.
And go down there and buy their beers.
Man.
Train.
Yes, take the train. You take the train and walk right across the street and drink and get back on a train and go back wherever we came from.
I think you said what, about 50 steps?
Yeah, about 50 steps from the Orange train station.
That's great.
So
check them out, go down, have a good time, and we got another interview coming up right after our little interlude here, where you got to listen to us. Once again, I didn't say it at the beginning of the show. We've had some technical difficulties. Yes. We've got some equipment issues.
Yes.
So we're not running through the mixing board today. We're running direct into the PC. The audio quality is not what you're used to from our
highly sophisticated setup.
Yeah, but
this is all fucking Potts' fault.
This all happened right when we started lining up all these interviews with all these breweries, and our equipment went to shit.
Yeah.
But we've nailed it down. We've done our troubleshooting. We've a couple of we're like orangutans in here pulling on fucking cords,
pushing buttons, fucking turning knobs,
going on fucking YouTube. What's wrong? And we figured it out. It's going to take us a little while to adjust. We've got to, basically order a new USB cable, but it's a specific cable that has a weird end on it that goes into this mixing board. Once we get that, we should be back to normal.
Yes.
And then we'll just have our other technical difficulties.
Yeah, our normal ones where we don't plug shit in the right spot.
Yeah.
So. But right now, that's what we're dealing with. But we gotta do this because we got a shitload of interviews.
We got a lot of stuff, man.
and we gotta get them out. So
gotta get them out, and so that's what we're doing. But so we're gonna bring you an interview in a couple of minutes with 902, man.
902 Brewing, man.
Great Jersey brewery.
Yes.
Amazing beers.
Yes.
And that's we're gonna plug that in a second, but first, everybody wants to know what the hell we're drinking.
Oh, what are we drinking right now? Okay, we are drinking Rusty Rail Brewing. I do believe they will be at the Great Beer Expo.
They absolutely will. I do believe they will be on the show soon, too.
Yes, I think so. We are drinking, I guess, from their Freedom Fighter Outdoor Series. We're drinking Tango Yankee from Sidetrack number 59. It's a cream ale with vanilla. I like it. It's not bad. It's 5.0.
It's definitely a cream ale, which is nice. You don't see a lot of breweries doing cream ales anymore.
No, if breweries saying they're doing a cream ale, it generally doesn't taste like a cream ale.
Right.
This actually does taste like a cream ale.
Yep, it's very good.
Yes.
I'm not getting overpowered with vanilla. It's definitely in there. It's 5.0 ABV, so it's a yard beer.
Yeah.
Some of you people, your yard beers are 4 point something. Ours are 5.0 is about our.
Yeah. I would say this is a yard beer.
Yeah.
Chill this sucker up, cut your fucking lawn, have fucking 2 or 3 of them.
Absolutely.
And you're still making dinner with the wife at fucking 5 o'clock.
And you're not sleeping, you're not passed out.
Yeah.
You're not drinking those.
You're not falling asleep in the third quarter.
Yeah.
None of that shit.
Yeah.
So
check them out. I think this is dedicated to the troops and stuff, something like that.
It's got a what's it got on here? freedomfighter.outdoors.org. Look that up. I'm sure it has something to do with the military. I kind of dig the label. It's got a they're fishing from the beach and shit. So and they're duck hunting.
Big American flag on there.
Big American flag on the thing. So
it's got a great label because it's one that I can peel off the can.
Yes. Splatterhead likes labels. You can peel off the cans.
Yes.
Again, send Splatterhead your labels.
But Rusty Rail, they're in Pennsylvania.
They're in
right?
Mifflinsburg, PA. Brewed boldly in the heart of Pennsylvania.
That's right. And look for them at the Great Beer Expo.
Yes. We checked them out last year. They were really good. And the guy serving us beers was a Raiders fan, so
there you go.
That was doubly good for us.
Yes. And also, remember, we're giving away tickets.
Yes, we are giving away tickets to the Great Beer Expo.
That's right.
To get your tickets and to drink free beer,
use some effort and follow us on social media and find out how.
Yes, follow us on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You'll see all the info there. It's very simple. Y'all have cameras on your phones. Y'all drink beer.
Y'all have the internet.
Y'all have the internet. Y'all have fucking football jerseys. Or a soccer jersey, because technically that's fucking football too.
Sure.
Rugby,
college football.
Canadian football, college football. As long as it's called fucking football, put on a football jersey, grab a beer from any brewery at the expo, take a pic, post it on any of our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram,
or
Twitter.
A picture and tag us.
Or just post a picture and tag us. Exactly. Post it to your own page.
And make it fun, make it creative. We're gonna pick the most creative one. And,
sure.
We're gonna give you a pair of tickets to the Great Beer Expo.
And
that's like a $60 value, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you're gonna get to go drink beer for 3.5 hours.
Yes, actually, you get 2 tickets.
Yeah,
and each one's $60.
Yeah,
so it's $120 value.
So you're gonna get a pair of tickets, $60 each, free entry, and that's all you got to do is take a damn picture.
That's all you got to do is take a picture drinking a beer, which you've done like 10,000 fucking times in your lifetime.
Yeah, us knuckleheads. The only effort you really got to put into this is going on the Great Beer Expo's website
and looking up the beers
and looking up the breweries that are going to be there.
Yes,
and that's it.
Yeah.
So, how about we plug in an interview?
Okay, sounds good.
We're going to plug in our interview with 902 Brewing right now. All right, so on the line, I have Colby from 902 Brewing, and we're pretty excited to have you on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Right.
My name's Colby Janish. I'm from 902 Brewing. 902 started in the basement of my apartment back when I lived at 902 Washington Street in Hoboken. We've been a gypsy operation over the last 5 years. Grew from one starter warehouse to a bigger warehouse. It's currently in Jersey City. We brew beer all over the place. Kuka Beer, Cypress Brewing, New Jersey Beer Co., Cricket Hill, Climax. Just a ton of gypsy brewing. And we're super stoked because our home in Jersey City at 101 Pacific Ave is finally almost up and running.
Oh, that's killer, man. That's awesome. And you guys have, I know your beers are distributed pretty well to some different bars and stuff. Here in North Jersey, you guys don't have any cans out, right? As far as I know, it's all tap stuff.
Oh no, we do a ton of cans.
Oh, do you? I haven't. I have a hard time finding them. I see you guys. I see you guys all over. At there's a couple spots out in Sparta and I think Blairstown, which are kind of local to me. But I'm unable to find you by me in cans, so that's good to know. Who's your distributor?
Things, we self-distribute, so we do the whole operation ourselves.
Very cool. And are you the brewer?
Yeah. So I do I have a couple other partners. My partner Don and I do kind of the day-to-day operations. Don does the accounting and sales end, and I do the operations and the recipes, label development, and all that kind of jazz. So if you don't like a recipe, I'm the guy to blame. Or if you really like it, I'm the guy to blame.
What do you guys have going on right now? What's new in the pipeline as far as beers go?
The latest releases we've had, we did a Believe beer for heading on to Mr. Manning's end of his career at the Giants. It's a 10% New Jersey Pale Ale or India Pale Ale, 10% obviously of realized number. I was really stoked about that one. We brewed down at Cypress. They're huge Giants fans as well. We released our anniversary beer, a 9.2% New England Pale Ale. It's got, I think we used 6 different hops throughout it. It tastes honestly like a 5%er. That one came out.
Those are my favorites.
Stoked about that.
Those are my dangerous beers. They go down like 5% and they hit you with 9.2. Those are great.
Yeah, we get a lot of funny feedback. One of the downfalls of Gypsy Brewing is you don't really get to see your end customer that much. That's why we're so excited for this to have our own tap room, so we can finally get to see our end customers face to face and chat with them. But I've heard a lot of funny stories about our high ABV beers and the things that people did after accidentally having too many.
Yeah, I'm sure. You guys are going to be at the Great Beer Expo this year. Is this your first time at that expo?
We've done that. I think that honestly was the first expo we ever did like 5 years ago. So we've been doing it annually. It's always an awesome time. I think it's always the day before the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, I look forward to it. And it's practically in our backyard, so it's awesome to connect with local people and form some fine subs.
Yeah, and then you get to actually meet people that are drinking your beers too, which is cool. I think this is our second year covering the event. I'm sorry if we didn't talk to you last year, but we forgot how quickly those 2-ounce pours can catch up to you. So by midway through the first session, we were in the bag. And this year we've been invited to cover both sessions, so we're going to really have to pace ourselves. We'll make sure to stop by you guys. We'll stop by you guys during session 1 so we're coherent, and then we'll come back and really show you what we're about during session 2.
Please do.
Do you guys know what you're going to have on tap at the expo, or is it a top secret?
I believe one will definitely be our anniversary, and then the other one I think is going to be a surprise.
Okay. All right. Cool. I like surprises, and I definitely want to try the Believe beer. We're the hosts of this show. We're all Oakland Raiders fans, but we're football fans at heart. So, and we have an appreciation for seeing Eli off correctly. So that's pretty cool that you guys did that beer.
Nice.
I got to get my hands on one of those. And
yeah, absolutely.
Maybe Eli ends up on the Raiders.
Yeah. He says he's got something left in the tank, and I don't doubt him.
Yeah, he's got something left in the tank. I think he just needs. I think if he's got a good line and he's got receivers to throw to. I mean, he's proven he can beat that guy up in New England twice in the big game. So
that's it.
That's something to be proud of. Well, we just wanted to get you on quickly, talk about, your beers and the expo and what you have going on. Do you have a tentative date set yet for when the tap room may be open so people can come check you out?
It's $1 million question. We don't. It all comes down to permits. So we're working on getting our final inspections for like mechanical, electrical, plumbing. And, once we have those, the ABCs have to come check it, make sure it's good to go. And, then we can start brewing. So about a month later, we'll have enough beer to open up. We got inspections lined up all throughout the month of January. So we're hoping that, by the time March Madness runs around, we'll be madly scrambling to get, as much beer on tap lines and cans as we can for a grand opening.
Well, we would love to be some of your first customers, and we'd love to come there and actually do a show too. It'd be a lot of fun.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun when we actually come in and set up and do all our stuff, jiggling wires and pretending that we know what we're doing with this podcast thing. But yeah, that's about it, man. I just wanted to get you on. We're kind of blasting interviews with different breweries this over the next couple of weeks leading up to the expo. So we're trying to get as many people on that are going to be there and get the word out so people know that they can come down and check your beers out and meet you face to face, and you can give them more information then. And and also, if you don't mind, let people know we're giving away a pair of tickets. So if people want to win tickets to the expo, they can look for us on Facebook, social media, Instagram, Twitter, all that crap that everybody does. We're on all that as a Nebra Nation and as the fan club Blitz, and we're giving away tickets. So maybe if any of the people that like your beers but they don't want to spend all that money to get into the expo, they can win a pair of tickets and come hang out and see what those 2-ounce pours will do. This time I rented a hotel room, so I'm gonna stumble out the door and find my way across the street to the hotel there.
I live in Jersey City, so it's nice easy Uber.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we Ubered last year from Sussex County, which is a little expensive, but it was worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
I left my Raiders hat in the Uber, so I had to buy a new one the next day.
Yeah.
So anything you want to say before we let you go about the brewery? Anything I didn't bring up that you want to shout out there?
No, I just think thanks for having us on here. We look forward to the Beer Expo, and we really look forward to having you guys at the tap room. It's been 5 years in the making, It's really a dream come true to go from a 3-gallon pot to we got a 20-barrel brew house set up in there now. So 3 gallons, 600 gallons, or it's been a long and winding road. So we're stoked beyond belief.
Yeah, well, man, that sounds killer. I mean, Tom and I are both home brewers, and obviously everybody that home brews, thinks they can open a brewery, but we have aspirations too. So we love seeing guys that actually do it. So really cool. Looking forward to tracking down those cans, man. I'll hit up Bottle Can. There's one on the way home. Maybe I'll stop in and look for some 902 beverages. And appreciate you coming on. I'll let you go and get back to your day. And who do you got for the games tomorrow? What's your hopes or predictions for the playoffs?
I thought it was going to be Kansas City 49ers at first, but honestly, I'm on Team Titans right now. I think we're going to Titans Green Bay.
Well, as a Raiders fan, that's what I'm hoping for. Because if it's Chiefs 49ers, I don't even think I can watch.
Yeah. That's how it was for me when it was New England Philly. It was like, what do you have to win the Super Bowl? Come on.
I was the same way, man, because in my mind, nobody wants to see the Patriots win. And, Philly had only been to the Super Bowl once and we beat them. So I like to keep it that way. I want these teams that don't have any rings to stay that way. But
I hear you, man.
It's I'm on Team Titans right now too. They're looking strong. So
I agree.
That's our little football talk for the end of the interview. And I'll let you go, man. Thanks a lot for giving me your time. And as soon as this episode is edited and out, I will send you the link and share away.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
All right.
That was our buddy Colby from
902.
902 Brewing, and
Big Giants fan.
Yeah, big Giants fan, man. But I appreciate that, man.
Sure.
They made a beer at 10% for Eli's number.
Yes.
Called Believe.
Yeah.
And made it for him because it's his last season.
Sure.
As a Giant.
As Raider fans, we can appreciate Eli
Manning. Of course, man.
Eli Manning is the only thing that's kept the fucking New England Patriots from being fucking pieces of. They kept them from ruling the world.
Yeah.
It was Eli Manning and the Giants.
And I even said, in the interview that, hey, who knows? Maybe Eli will be a Raider.
Maybe.
I don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know what's going to happen with the Raiders or Eli.
But I would take him.
Sure.
Why the hell not?
Sure.
You need one of these veterans now. If we're getting rid of Carr, which I don't know if we are.
I don't think we are.
But if we are.
And
you're bringing in a rookie, why not bring in one of these veterans first?
3 Super Bowl winners out there, man.
There's 3 Super Bowl winners out there. There's one of them out there that's got 6 rings.
Yes, that can still play fucking football.
That can still play football.
Yes.
Who apparently has put his house up on the market, and his trainer has sold his house and is looking for homes in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, read what you want into that.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, Raider Nation, run wild with that one.
Yeah. Run wild with the fact that he was having dinner with Mark Davis and John Gruden the other night.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, they were all at the McGregor fight.
Sure.
Why not go out to eat together?
Yeah, they're all football guys. They all have shit in common.
Read what you want into Dana White, who's a good friend of Tom Brady's.
Sure.
Who lives in Vegas. Who owns, has already bought his seat in Vegas.
Yeah.
Who says to his buddy, the Raiders rumors got legs.
Yeah.
So read what you want into that.
Yep.
I know you'll all freak. We don't want him. I want to win.
Yeah, I want to win. I just want the Raiders to fucking win, man.
Just win, baby.
I
hate Patrick Mahomes.
I hate fucking Mahomes. I hate all these little fucking douchebags.
But if they said tomorrow Patrick Mahomes is joining the Raiders, I'd be okay.
Sure.
I want to win.
Yes.
I don't care about any of this other stuff. Anyway, so you're not getting any fan club blitz episodes. You're going to hear us rant about the Raiders.
Yeah, you're going to hear us fucking rant and rave in these fucking episodes.
Anyway, we're still working on that Rusty Rail Cream Ale.
Yeah.
And we're going to call it a night on this episode. We said it was going to be a quick one. You got about an hour out of us.
Yeah, that's cool. You got a couple good interviews. You got to hear us knuckleheads. And you got a couple of more short episodes coming up.
That's right. We got the next one coming up. You're going to have, who are we going to have on that one? We're going to have, let's see.
I don't know. I have to look at the email.
Yeah. Oh.
Jersey Girl somewhere, I think.
Well, right? Jersey Girl, we're going to be going there at some point.
Okay.
But we're going to have 2 Ton Brewing in Kenilworth.
Okay. Yes.
And we are going to have Evil Nash.
Evil Nash from
Clarksville.
Clarksville.
Clark something.
Yeah, it's where the last train stops in fucking Clarksville.
It's on the Kentucky Tennessee border. It's about 40 minutes north of 40
How
miles.
a guy from fucking San Diego ended up in fucking Yeehawville,
I don't know.
Petticoat Junction, wherever the fuck you want to call it.
It was the gun laws.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Fucking California, chasing out your gun people.
Yep.
Sending
guys with good brewing experience from San Diego to Tennessee.
Exactly. You keep doing that, California, you'll be drinking fucking peels.
But look forward to that interview because that's a good twist on things. Man.
Yes.
He actually started working in a brewery
before he
homebrewed.
Yes.
And from there, so you know what? This is what I want to do with my life. Packed up his shit, moved to Tennessee, got a brewery now.
Yeah.
So look for that interview, and there you go, man.
Yep.
Inebriation. Splatterhead and Groby on the Crow's Nest Podcast
Network.
And we are out.
We're out of here. Later.
I'm a singer.